If God were all powerful, why wouldn't he create humans who could appreciate good without having evil to compare it with?
Evil is not a thing needed for comparison of what is good. Evil is the absence of what is good. Evil and good have underlying assumptions that cannot be met in the atheist worldview. When the first humans fell from their relationship with God, it was due to giving into temptation to go against God. Free will is the ability to make moral choices. An outside influence, in this case, a rebellious spirit in the garden, caused our ancestors to doubt God at some point and go against him, thinking they could do better. Why is that the case though? God could have created us strictly to do what is good and not evil. But that goes against the very nature of God. It seems he created us with the ability to make choices. Choices themselves have consequences, whether good or bad. One thing that makes us unique in this world is our ability to reject God, to have nothing to do with him. If he was to force his hand on us to only do what is good, we would be robots. That seems to go against the very nature of God, who created us in his image. As his image bearers, for us to love him, we need to seek him. Unfortunately, however, such love has given us the potential to go against love, to commit evil, to hate. But in the end, all evils will be brought to justice, all wrongs will be made right. It is not a question of if God were all powerful, why didn't he do X, Y, and Z instead? How does a finite mind think he knows better than God himself? If you look at the Genesis account, you may notice also that Adam and Eve knew only good, hence they were not shamed for being naked out in the open. It was not necessarily their fault that they disobeyed God. A spirit, traditionally called Satan, influenced their thoughts. They were manipulated into doing what is wrong. Yet that leads to another question. Why was there a tree of the knowledge of good and evil in the first place? That goes back to the question of choice. The tree itself is not an evil thing. It could have been left alone, but it seems the reason it was there was so God can have creatures joined together with him through the will of the self. That is, without us behaving like robots.